Hello everyone, today we're going to be playing some more Talisman, continuing from where we left off with the new Firelands expansion. My stream ended right after I died. I've just gotten my new character, which is a sprite. Already I'm being hit with Dragon Rage. Fortunately, I've got healing. Healing is a spell, all right from the get-go. Because the sprite always has at least 2 spells. You get to draw a new spell all immediately. Neat. I think I'll head into the dungeon first. So Fate, the Sister Fate will remain here for absolutely nothing right now. Now he's got to draw 2 dragon tokens each turn. Yeah, I'm a bit behind in comparison to all the other characters because, you know, I only have 1 turn since I died. So, you know, all the AIs are gonna be fighting dragons and, like, you know, I'm just trying to get my stats up. Which, I mean, I could fight at least some Gallippus dragons. And because those are craft based and I've got 5 craft. Which, as the last couple games have proven, Gallippus is just new again. Vorthrax. It's a pretty good dragon to go after the scales of because both have cards in their respective decks that can just teleport you right to the Crown Command, allowing you to just bypass of like needing a talisman. On the occasions when a talisman is actually even necessary to begin with. Oh, I'm losing one life, rolling second time on life and hope chart. I'm gonna not. Oh boy! Oh wow! I'm down to one life! Like, before even my, like, third turn. Like, actually no, before my second turn. Learn with this character. I'm already down to one life. If I hadn't healed earlier, I would have died. And just now. Right. And one. I'm gonna go for Bloodstone. Shoot. Oh, well, actually, it's one life. But, oh, basically, it lets you gamble your life. Or you can go for the Gorillapis scale over here. You know, I think I'll go for the Gorillapis scale. Just Fate do again. Ooh, you choose which die result you'll use instead of rolling it. That is very good right now. Right. First things first. Freeze. Take away its the opponent's ability to actually. Ooh, I can auto kill because now. Well then, that was easier than I expected. Doomsayer's getting another visit from the Reaper. So it's a dice battle. And werewolf. Just go with the graveyard. I've got Gorillapis scale. Sadly, it was not the. Sadly, I didn't get to draw the Dragonspire from that. There's another Gorillapis scale encountered. Yeah, that was higher than. Yeah, but. The Alchemist had it handled. This is... Hmm. Just decided to burn the vampire hunter for some reason. The Tavern Mage just narrowly avoided becoming a toad. Universe getting a boon from a werewolf, which I mean she's a lycanthrope, so the Doomsayer just got himself a new spell. I think so. Hope it's standoff, so at least he didn't lose. Right. I can either go over here. Let's check the wiki to see if it's automatically factoring in the effects of the sleep tokens as first for make a decision. Right, it is counting it, so yeah, they've got 12 tin craft. Not gonna go after that. That seems like a bad idea. Finding a Grillipus Shaman with 5 craft seems much more reasonable. Well, 6 craft, technically. Oh, got 6, so... Still don't have enough for still don't have enough trophies for a point craft, but I won. That gets me another Grillipus scale. Because of the Grillipus scale I already had, that was an even fight. So like really, I could just by picking up more Grillipus scales, I could probably get pretty close to being able to take on the dragons with or without, taking on those dragons with or without, gaining any points of craft. And I've already got effectively a 7 in any psychic combat against the Grillipus enemy. Okay, good. Looper's just gonna pass right by me. Also, a great thing to get would be like something like that one the Doomsayer has. Gives you the ability to do your psychic combat in place of his regular combat, or use your craft in place of your strength. In fact, actually, being able to use craft instead of your strength is better because replacing a battle with psychic combat only works on the enemies that not only works on other players usually, because that way they don't have to assign something to work as a craft value for an enemy without one. I mean, they could just simply state that in psychic combat the craft value of an enemy without no listed craft value is the same as your strength, but at the same time, like, what's the point? You might as well just say you can use your craft instead of your strength inside your combat. You can use your craft instead of your strength in open battle. You know, they would be effectively doing the same thing. I have no fate. I'm just gonna head on over to the library. I got spell. So that's actually bad because I don't have enough craft. I have to actually gain an additional spell. I think I'm gonna ready to teleport to for my next turn. Actually, probably make sure I've got somewhere I actually want to go. Which I mean, I don't even have to figure that out right now. I can just wait until it's actually my turn. As long as I remember to do the thing, then it'll work. You know, if nothing else, I can just cast it to get out of my hand. Well, out of my base spells. And also get a new one. Well, good thing that wasn't me. Because then I would have just basically been picked up, dropped somewhere, and immediately died. Since I'm sitting here at one life. See. Shit. Oh, I need 12 strength and 12 craft. I need 12 strength and 12 craft to stand a reasonable chance. Runs against it. There's the Ice Queen. You're definitely gonna need to do a lot of grinding. Mostly on craft. Before we're going and into challenging the Ice Queen. So if I run into the Dragon Spire or something, I'll just wait on it until then. I've got the craft to actually stand a reasonable chance. Because right now I'd auto lose. Right. Oh, hey, there's a new Grillipus token in the dungeon now. Just gonna teleport and hop on over to this other Grillipus token. Draw spell, shatter. Guess on any character at the start of their turn, choose one from the character's objects and discard it. And counter a green dragon. Fortunately, I've got effectively 7 craft after this fight, so I made it through just barely. Let's see. Six, 7, 15. Yeah, I'll trade those in for 2 craft. Now I'm up to 7. So I killed something with 9 craft, and if I fight, next time I fight something from the Gorillapis deck, I've effectively got 9 craft. Because I've got 7 actual craft, but actually I've got 10 effectively for the purposes of specifically find Gorillapis enemies. Because I've got 7 craft plus 3 scales. The Vampire Hunter has defeated the Eagle King. So I might go over and fight the Eagle King myself with my now 7 craft. No, I mean it's not gonna be that difficult for me. Might go after those 2 dragons over there first. You know, pick up another Gorillapis scale, and as long as I don't draw another dragon, it shouldn't be too hard, because I've only got maybe 1 point on me. It's actually either 2 points or identical, effectively, because either it'll be night, in which case I get +1, or day, in which case I get -1. So it'll either be at a 12 or a 10. Since I've got 1 point of fate, I can use Twist of Fate to basically guarantee victory against just about anything other than rolling a 6. It should be worth a point or 2 of fate, point or 2 of craft left on top of that. It looks like we've got a lycanthrope battle. When Toadify. When the spell backfires and turns you into a toad. 2-3 no effect. 4-6 target becomes a toad. And you got out of 4, so 3 turns the Vampire Hunter is gonna be a toad. Still managed to get a benefit from another werewolf chart though. thanks a lot for ruining my plan, Doomsayer. So I was gonna go after that scale, but now it's got 19 craft worth of enemies on it. So I'm gonna go after the one that just sort of spawned right in my area. Spray Dragon. Draw offer spells and place them on this card face up unrevealed. Once per visit, you may take a spell of your choice from this card, if your craft allows. When all 4 spells have been taken, the dragon flies off to the discard pile. The spells do not count towards the number of cards on the space. Which... I'll take a temporal warp. Oh, sure. Just gonna ready that. I mean, good for playing catch up. Because, you know, I died, so I have to catch up with everybody. If I'm gonna stand, you know, reasonable chance of winning. Which means I've got the, I'm tied with the Doomsayer for second highest craft. So like, I'm doing pretty well for myself already. Ifrit Chic. Whenever a character draws an enemy card with the Ifrit in its tile, they must place 1 Fairline token on the space closest to the Sheik, which does not have a Fairline token. Well, it's irrelevant because the Sheik is dead. Please don't come for me. Okay, good. Because Grillipus is a Dragon King right now. Now you have to fight this random Druidus instead. Like, thankfully, you know, I get to take 3 successive turns. Right. Holy Avenger, no evil character may have a Holy Avenger or evil and then evil character must attack them in a need your attack roll if you win. Not really a fan of that right now. Because it says attack, I don't have a way to make that psychic combat, so I'd be fighting with a 1. Not sure, the Toad can get a visit from the Reaper. And potentially die. One, and then rolled it. And then rerolled it into a 1. Guess we'll discard a scale. Let's see what's over here at the tavern. a red dragon. I do not want to mess with that. I would much rather fight a Tomb Warden, because at least my craft is comparable. And I'm dead. Because there's no way I can do anything about that. It's got a 6. And it's an 8. I have no way. And the most I can get is a 13. So guess I'm dead again. Which I believe means I also lost that third turn. Because unfortunately, the spell only functions while the character or the caster is alive. So now I've got to wait through. All the actions. I think I'm actually gonna turn up AI speed a bit, just to get things moving a bit faster. I'm actually hardly even noticing much of a difference. Gonna turn it up to 10. I think that's a little too fast, actually. From 9. Oh, that button toggles manual zooming, apparently. There's a Vortex War Council. Let's go. Again, up the AI speed. I'm noticing a difference now. It's at 9. Because, like, I want to have at least some idea what the AI is up to. But at the same time, like, especially with 5 AI players, it really can take a little while to work through all the turns. Alright, so I've got the Amazon, the Elf, and the Bounty Hunter. Elf can... You need not roll the die in the forest unless you wish to. You choose rolling this, accept the result. You may evade new creatures and characters in the woods. If you are on the woods, instead of rolling the die for your move, you may move to any of the woods in the same region. You may have a move if you defeat a character that does not match your current alignment in battle or sacred combat. You may gain 1 gold in addition to another reward. Whenever you kill an enemy, you may gain 1 gold. If you have a standoff during battles after combat, you win the attack instead. You may take one trophy of your choice from a character that you land on. Very interesting. And I think I'm gonna go for the bounty hunter. The ability to just take people's trophies. These sounds pretty useful. Especially when, you know, having to play catch up. Right. Treasure hoard. Can just take gold from that. Just gonna go over here to this space. Horse and cart. The horse and cart can carry an extra 8 objects for you. If you use the horse and cart, you must leave any surplus objects next to your choice in the space you're in. Unfortunately, I have no objects yet, so... But hey, at least my 2 Grillipus scales carried over. Which is good because I don't have any spells, so... If I have to suffer Grillipus' Dragon Rage, I always take damage. Pretty much. Unless I can get a spell book or something. The Tower Mage tried and failed to cross over into the middle region. Yeah, things are definitely moving a lot faster. Yeah, I've got the AI speed at 9 rather than 5. So landing on anybody's space, well, reroll and get the exact same number. Fun. Guess I'll encounter the scale because I mean, the other option is just encounter. Yeah, I'll just go to horse and cart. Take 1 Vortex scale. So now I've got 2 Vortex scales. I've got effectively a 7 when fighting Vortex enemies and a 4 when fighting Grillipus enemies. And if I can get it to be a standoff, I win. Basically just means that like ties always break in my favor. Looks like... Oh, there goes the tavern maid. Due to not having a spell. Only one life. That girl with this Dragon Rage doing a number on the AI players. You know, the only way to avoid taking damage from it is if you have a spell or a Grillipus scale. I'll go for that Vortex scale. Or I'll click the wrong thing and end up triggering a landslide. That takes me to the Highland entrance. I'm surprised I even had. I'm surprised that this isn't just an auto win. Yeah, I get. In fact, because I'm the bounty hunter, even if he'd rolled a 6 and I'd rolled a 1, it would still be a win. So, like, guess the auto win function doesn't take into account the character abilities. Unless they're directly affecting combat itself. Well, like with the assassin's assassinate ability. Yeah, turning the AI speed up to 9 is definitely a good idea. You know, things are gonna progress way faster now. And Rogue just immediately he loses 1 life. Yeah, because he doesn't have any followers. Seriously doubt that bonus roll. Yeah, no. That was completely pointless. Because that bonus roll did not help. At least not enough to get to not be an auto loss. And somebody else ended up losing to 2 big beefy dragons too. Hey, one of them has gotten tired and decided to take a nap. think I'll reroll that. And right back to where I was. That was before I clicked the wrong thing. Dragonbane. Double your strength value during battle against dragons. If you're defeated by a dragon, then you must ditch the Dragonbane. I will absolutely take that. Because now, when fighting Vortex enemies, I have effectively a 12. Without having gained any strength points. It's just my strength value is doubled, and they've got +2 from scales. You know, Alchemist just casts his spell he called it all to himself after it was already cast by the Doomsayer. That and the green AI is back to being a lycanthrope. Oh, there goes one of my Vortex scales. Oh well. I've still got plenty. Oh right, this is where somebody died. Well, but still an auto lose for me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And there goes Dragonbane. Whoops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Now I'm back to having a 6 against the Vortex enemies. Hey, I mean, it'll probably be a while before anybody can take that. So, you know, it'll probably be waiting for me by the time I can then take it back. It looks like I'm having an encounter with the lycanthrope. Sure, I'll become a lycanthrope. Pumps my strength up by 2 at night. As the Doomsayer has a wand that adds 1 to his strength and lets him use craft instead of strength in combat. Green hay. If he actually has a use for using his craft instead of his strength, then there'll probably be a higher bonus. It'll be effectively a higher. It'll probably be effectively a higher bonus than just +1. Dragon Helm. Add 1 to your strength during battle. You're not affected by a dragon's breath attack. I'll take that. You know, already I'm building up strength again. Sure, I may not have Dragonbane, but hey, I've got 6 strength in battle, 7 against Vorthrax enemies. And the Alchemist just defeated the guy that was trying to fight me earlier. No, just gotta bump up my strength. Which means, even if I don't get Dragonbane back, the main goal is to get my strength up to where I can then fight the Ice Queen and actually, you know, stand a reasonable chance against her. Which means getting up to 12. So I'm effectively halfway there. And then, you know, anytime we both roll the same number, I win. Of course, you know, gonna want to get more than 12, not as much as I can. And oh no. Okay, good. Just gonna take 1 strength. So now I'm at 7 in battle. And the castle is being stormed by Vorthrax stuff. Oh wait, no, Ghidorah stuff, because it's from the current Dragon King's deck. Not Vorthax's deck specifically. Right, head over here, take 1 damage from... But wait, I don't. However, there's now an even bigger pile of Ghidorah stuff on the castle. Oh wait, yeah, I do. It's just that it's at the end of your turn. If you're on it, no space with a Firelands token on it. Not to, when you enter the space. Looks like it's yet another way to need to force somebody to lose their turn. Okay, makes this round of AI turns go even faster by just skipping over one entirely. There's the Dragon's Inspire. Unfortunately, it's guarded by 33 hit points of craft. 33 craft points worth of enemies. So, like, unless somebody gets something that lets them go to locations and before engaging enemies in battle, it's probably not going to have a big effect. Which, I mean, something could, like, kill all of those enemies or something. Like an event that just, like, gets rid of all the enemies in a region or something. Oh, poor friendly giant. Never did anything to deserve being just sort of used like that. I think my mouse just double clicked because usually there's an option to just take the damage. But not that time. This is a space where I lost Dragonbane, so I'm not gonna go over there. Instead, I have to fight a Rune Dancer with 6 craft. Fortunately, I do get bonus of craft after night in addition to my bonus to strength. This is just a bonus to new combat. So like at least I've got that going for me. At this point. Just now almost dead. I can't even go to the chapel to do something about it. And we're just all lost to yet another Vortex enemy. It's not even the big one, but like, you know, there's just like a pile of big beefy dragons. Empress won the fight, but then became a standout through divine intervention. Well, just about no one is going to be able to use that. Like, the Alchemist and the Rogue are the only two characters that can even hold that thing. Right. So my options are dungeon entrance, which is a secret passage that can take you to the dungeon entrance, the guard room, the library, the cell, the kitchen, or the treasure chamber, or just a cavern. You can go to the cavern. Hey, got Crystal of Power, a future craft during psychic combat, and a torch. You may roll 2 dice for your movement in the dungeon and choose one of the results to use for your move. Absolutely take both of those. So I might want to stick around in the dungeon for a while. Hopefully, the Alchemist doesn't decide to like attack me and finish me off. Well, time to see if anything gets crushed. I guess the dragon scale full shirt. Let's see. The Alchemist was unable to kill the thing. Oh, there goes a secret passage. At least nobody else in the dungeon like lost a life from that. Then I'd be dead. Oh. There goes some of the Empress's followers. Actually, she has no followers, it looks like, so she just lost one life instead. Lost another life. Now she's almost dead. There's 2 very big piles of enemies. There's actually 3. Yeah, there's 3 spaces are pretty much instant death for anyone with 1 life. In fact, more than that, because any spaces of Fireland his token will kill you at the end of your turn if you don't gain some life. Alright, dig to the dungeon. So I'll use a torch. Got multiple options. We go for Gate Smasher. I've got a decent chance of killing it. Which actually, if I could alternatively steal a trophy from the Alchemist, through my abilities as a bounty hunter. But I'm just gonna head on over here, count the space, and hopefully not die to the Gate Smasher. That's already not boding well. Well then, there goes that character. Along with the room that it was in, and a random cave troll. And the Kobold Brute? No, possibly. Nope. Kobold Brute gets to live. Same with the Wyvern. And the Sprite Dragon. So just me in the room that I fought the thing in and die. Now, so once the AI turns are done, I'm gonna have to pick another new character. Probably aim for somebody with high strength so that I can go for Vortex scales. Because again, I doubt anybody's going to be using the Dragon Spire anytime soon. So might as well go and find its equivalent among the Vortex cards. I mean, there might be one for Ghidorahs as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Because, you know, they tend to have similar cards between the three. Yeah, at least in terms of events and places. And there goes Rogue. Right, so got the options of the Thief can steal one object or gold from any character that you land on. And I guess it's craft focus. I'm not gonna go with him. Yeah. The Gin Blooded, also craft focused. You can redirect spells. Again, I think I'll go with the Thief. Because again, you know, kind of want to go for somebody with at least some strength, so they can focus on Vorthrax skills without, oh, just like dying horribly. Which, I mean, skills carry over between characters, so I've still got all of my Vorthrax skills from number 4. If only there had been 2 more, I could have won that. I mean, there's only 3 people that... There's actually 2 people that have any items currently for me to be able to steal. So... well, I guess I could steal gold from people. Yeah, let's just feed the Gate Smasher her finally. Because he gets what little things I had. Ooh, the Empress has become the assassin. And maybe get somebody who can take on the Ice Queen pretty soon. I mean, the Alchemist is getting... Actually, the Alchemist has enough craft to take her on. It's just a matter of him getting into the Crown of Command. And he's got 10 craft plus 2 from the Human Psychic Combat from the Crystal. So we may be getting close to the end. Right. I think I'll... I think I'll actually reroll. Ooh, now we've got a 1. Fortunately, as much as there are people nearby, there's nobody with cards I can actually steal. I'm just gonna fight a black dragon instead. I mean, not use any armor during battle unless this is a magic object. Well, I don't have any armor, so... and it's gonna be a loss for me. Okay, at least I get to move the Reaper over to where 2 people are standing. Oh, the Swashbuckler. He's been around longer. He just skated on 6 for a while and it became a 4. You aren't sure. And I've become a lycanthrope, so now I get +2 during the night to all my combat. Given that everybody has the regrets of the Doomsayers pretty much has died and is back to square one, I think the Alchemist is probably going to be the most likely one to win at this point. Just gotta find his way over to the Crown of Command. Yeah, I guess the Doomsayer has a pretty good chance too. I mean, he's just able to bump up his stats just a bit. At least I thought he did. Like the Alchemist, can pretty much take on the ooh, and I'm losing 1 life from the werewolf. But then gaining it right back, along with all my other lives. Just because I rolled a 6. I'm gonna go over here, I guess, and find an emerald. You never know, maybe the Alchemist will defeat the Lord of Darkness and be able to teleport her right up close to the Crown of Command, if not directly to it. I guess I don't think he's got the need craft to be able to do that. See, yeah, Lord of Darkness has 12 craft and 12 strength, and you need to beat him by 8 plus in order to go right to the Crown of Command. Wow. So that's just it's owned by just a random apparition. Yeah, neither of those are great spaces to go to. Granted, I don't think that one is. I mean, actually that one, and stuff or whatever, pretty good right now. So you can just like scare away some of the big enemies on spaces like one of the Dragon Spirals on, then you get pretty good use. Then you can actually like free up space. You used to actually go for things like that. Like, can draw a perfect card and auto lose. And one to hero dragon to the dragon's attack score for each dragon skill on every draconic lord card. If you kill a dragon, you may claim. Oh, that's why I was at a 10. Okay, once somebody finally draws an event card, then I'll get my +2. As long as it's still night by my turn. Now the Alchemist has even more craft. Yeah, I might try and steal that Wand of Terror. I mean, it'll be as simple as just getting to the Doomsayer space with a sacrificial stone. The stone will remain here for the rest of the game. Draw one card from the adventure deck and play it on this space. If you draw a dragon, you're killed. Otherwise, encounter the card normally. Oh, so now that basically just means that we're gonna go through the city deck even faster. It's not that big of a deck. Plus, it's got, which I mean, part of why it goes by so fast is because it's also got cards in it that cause all the cards in the safe, those currently in safe spaces to be put on top of the adventure deck. And again, often they never make their way back. Like to the city deck. Going to this space was a bad idea. Yep. As much as I had Philippa's scale, it also didn't help me. Or at least it didn't help me enough. Well, this could go very badly for the alchemist. He happened to roll 1. He didn't, so can't say he actually has a chance of winning this fight. Not enough of a chance, but a chance. Like, I mean, it wasn't immediate defeat. Like, his role was actually relevant. Ooh, multiple hints. Front at once. Wait, no. It's just simply that the prophetess replaced an event that she had drawn with a different event. And now she's being assassinated. But wait, she has a disguise. I mean, that's a perfectly reasonable method of avoiding being assassinated in the middle of the city. Disguise yourself as somebody else. Right. So if I can get 4, then I can just run on over there and take that wand. And I did not get 4, and I have no fate, so Charlotte can roll up a scale and immediately regret my decision. Or maybe, yeah, no. And because of the specific kind of dragon it was, I lose 2 life, and I'm dead again. But hey, I set up an extra difficult combat. Oh, if I had a follower, I wouldn't have died. But unfortunately, I hadn't picked up any followers the entire time that I was wandering around for making that horrible decision. Definitely seems like the alchemist might be heading for the King of Darkness. Well, the Lord of Darkness, I mean. I mean, he does have a talisman, so that can't be what he's after. Maybe he's got some way teleporting at least close to the portal of power or something. Getting it by making his result to high enough in the fight. Need to hit with Lord of Darkness. Because 13 is not enough to be able to jump to the Crown of Command at all. All without being able to without being able to, like, reduce use the Lord of Darkness and his ability somehow. Like, if you got a way to need to reduce his Lord of Darkness's craft for his fight or something, then you could do that. Honestly, I think the Doomsayer might have. Yeah. I mean, he's good in battle. But also. Yeah, I mean. So. Yeah, he'd need. The best thing for him to do would be to get more Gallippa skills. And hey, I can go back to being the bounty hunter. Because of all the cards I could get, I'm not sure. I'll just head on over here. Counter character, Steel Trophy. Boom. The Kadora Acolyte Trophy is mine now. The Alchemist is also almost dead. It's like maybe he won't. No, so maybe he won't win after all. Because I mean, I think he's got a way of healing himself. Just has to spend gold on it. And I'm immediately being encountered by the Reaper. And having to reroll to avoid dying instantly. And instead of just losing one life. Very first round of being the bounty hunter again. And immediately be visited by the Reaper. Oh wow. I mean, if you wanted a pet, you could have just chosen to have gain a pet from the pet deck. make after you kill the thing. Because it's an option with that card. I mean, that's a pet. That's add 2 to your strength in battle. Well, I don't think. Ooh, looks like the number of dragons has gone down in this area. Something. So I feel like there used to be more, but maybe they're just asleep. Either way, the Doomsayer beat them all. Which means that he gets all the stuff that was weighing on that space. Including Dragonbane. Won't be ditched to. There's the wand. Now he has Dragonbane and 12 strength. So maybe he does have a good chance of winning after all. Not the alchemist. It's probably gonna be him. Well, we rolled only for it to just be the same thing. Just gonna fight this birthright zealot. It's an easy fight. Because Vortex is not currently the Dragon King. They got 1 gold and 1 Vortex scale for it. So I'm up to 7 in combat against the Vortex enemies. Oh, he is in fact going after the Lord of Darkness. They only beat him by 1, so he ends up going to the forest. Here we have a plus 12. He's only got 6. I don't know. Maybe he just glitched out and displayed a plus 12, but there was no actual plus 12 or something. I don't know. He still needs to find a way to get it to the Crown Command, which Dragonspire is probably his best bet to do that, since he's got lots of craft, so he's probably got the best chance of beating all those big craft dragons, and they're on the same space. This is, the AI actually had to like stop and think for a second. And about that, how for some reason. Yeah, he does have a plus 14 from somewhere. Not 100% sure where exactly. Yeah, I have no clue where he's getting that much power, because I mean, like, are his scales doubled somehow? I mean, that plus 14 seems to be in addition to this regular, or is a regular craft bonus. Like, none of his items are doing that. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Just actually, let's see. It doesn't tell you how much of a bonus it is he had in the psychic combat, so I don't even know what's going on with that. Is it a visual glitch, or am I just not getting it? So that's desert. Not sure. Going to the desert and encounter scale, which actually, because I'm encountering the scale, the desert doesn't hurt me. And because it's a standoff, I won that battle. I won the battle with that dragon. And I would have gotten a spell, but I did not have the craft. Like, I do kind of wonder if maybe it's just like a visual glitch going on or something. At the same time, I think he's able to auto win in a fight that he normally would not be able to. Wow, is that? I think that's the first time I've seen stack them like that. Because normally there's not 5 different enemies in the same battle. Yeah, best chance of victory is gonna be you to beat all those dragons in that big old pile. So you can just swoop on into the cramped command space. Need some fight. Need the Ice Queen. Because that 4 strength is gonna make it real hard for him to just get into the inner region normally. Maybe because in order to do that, he has to first head to the middle region, which means either teleporting or using a raft after other means of water travel, or fighting the Sentinel in order to get across the bridge. The Doomsayer, that horn summoning of his, those might also be able to impact things in some as far as a big stack of dragons goes. You can just lure things away. Me for them, I'm pretty sure. Right. He's over here. Ghidorah's Conclave and the Birthright Scale, or a spear I can't use. Definitely gonna go over here. Well, even though I rolled a 1, I still won. That also gets me enough for another point of strength. And again, this is especially if he legitimately has a plus 14 from somewhere. Maybe there's some rule about dragon scales I'm forgetting. Like maybe they get doubled after a certain point. I have no followers, so that's another point of life lost for me. Just gotta hope I never suffer Ghidorah's Dragon Rage, because then I'll immediately die. Well, looks like nobody picked up the Dragonbane. I mean, interesting. Oh, Prophecy's just lost the fight. So, I guess that's another way of whittling down the big stack of dragons. Just having that one spot where people can bring one singular dragon over. Now that the undead lost pet is completely ineffective. and that expended hit. Oh, and I'm getting visited by the Reaper again. I'm missing my next turn. Gee, if I miss my next turn, then arguably less chance of dying. This is no way I can, for instance, draw something too powerful for me to fight or something. And if I've lost my turn. Can't find if even the Alchemist can do much against the Dragon stack right now. Because I'd really have to look at how powerful the Dragon stack is. The Alchemist is also getting a visit from the werewolf. So he's a lycanthrope, which apparently has +2 to both the battle and psychic combat at night, so it just means he's even better at psychic combat as long as it's night. And a little less terrible battle. Just about every space seems to have a scale on it, so as soon as somebody can get to the Dragonspire, whoever that is, will pretty much guarantee their ability to get right to the Crown of Command. Things are looking pretty good for the Alchemist. Especially since he just got his one lost life back. Well, but the Doomslayer is making his way into the middle region. So, for what? So as much as the Alchemist has good craft, Doomslayer may just outpace him. Because it's much more reasonable for him to be able to just Good thing I had scales, because otherwise I would be dead. From that. Right. I'm gonna travel here to a random cliff in the highlands. And pick up a luck stone. Place 2 found on this card whenever you pay a fate. You may discard 1 fate from the luck stone instead. Can I do that if I don't have any fate? Because otherwise it's worthless to me right now. That's fitting. Did the leprechaun find a lucky charm? Especially on the same space where I just found a luck stone? Which means the fact that those are also the last 2 cards drawn from the Highlands deck, drawn in order, means that they were in order in the deck as well. I'm thinking the Doomsayer might win this. You know, he's actually making... Well, he was making visible progress. Then he decided to go all the way over there for some reason. Okay, I thought he was gonna go for the Pearl of Power. I mean, he has a Talisman, so that can't be why he didn't just go for it. Right. So I'll go for this spot right over here. And kind of the space. Oh, but I guess this at some point Grillip's cards got onto the regular adventure deck, so I ended up drawing Grillip's card anyway. Now there's multiple dragons at the temple as well. Something happened to the Dragon stack? I think I missed something that happened. Oh yeah. You very much missed something that happened. Oh, I see. Well then, it's one way to deal with the Dragon stack, but that also kind of means that it's it's almost guaranteed he could be the Doomsayer that wins at this point. Because the Alchemist lost his best way to get to the Crown Command. I did not realize Obliterate just got rid of all of the face-up cards in the region. I thought it just got rid of the one that was targeted. Nope. Okay, cleared. So cleared the playing field. And also, you know, kind of screwed over the Alchemist. And the assassin just slipped and fell to his death. Yeah, now the Doomsayers just gotta get back to into the middle region. I'm just gonna grind it, and basically, go over there. I'll die at the end of my turn. Well, oh wait. Okay, good. Yeah, it's Dragon Lore. Whenever you draw dragon cards, you may discard one card or of your choice that you do not wish to encounter, and then draw one more card from the same deck to replace it. But you must encounter. If you're defeated by a cultist, you must ditch the Dragon Lore. So now I have a book that lets me replace dragons with potentially other dragons, as long as they're freshly drawn from their respective deck. Interesting, he decided to get rid of something that was increasing his psychic combat abilities to get +2 to his strength. Which, I mean, if he wants any chance of winning at this point, then he pretty much has to be able to get his strength up. So you can actually can just fight the Guardian and then get into the middle region. You know, the Dragon Spire has been obliterated. Perhaps this was the Doomsayer was warning us about this entire time. Yeah, the doom that he brought himself to everybody but himself. Well, potentially, he's now the main one with a reasonable chance of winning. You know, wait, no. Wait, yeah. Because if I encounter the scale, then I don't encounter the space. I better not just be murdered by a wormling. Okay, I'm good. Probably actually go to the city and buy some stuff at this point. Because I've gotten 9 gold that I've just been carrying around. Ooh. Cast this required burn spell as it is cast before it takes effect. Essentially a counter spell that also removes the spell from the game. Can you not? Ooh, I actually have a chance to win this, possibly. Or not. Or I could just die. I thought I was gonna go, like, buy some stuff. I guess not. Because I just got spontaneously murdered by the alchemist. It's not even like he can then blame lycanthropy for it, because it's during the day. So, you know, it's not because he's a lycanthrope, it's because he's an asshole. Well, pretty much. Anytime you want to do it, Doomslayer, well, Doomsayer, you can just make your way over to the middle region. Well, yeah, the middle region. Do your thing. Alright, got the prophetess, the element, mentalist, and the sage. Sage has heavy spells and stars return, gain 1 spell. You always know what the top cards is on the adventure and spell deck. You roll the dice moves, you make. You know the, okay, so basically, if you're unsatisfied with the initial results of most of the things, you can then change them. Yeah, I'll go with the elementalist. Gonna go for strength. Looks like I'm encountering a Grilippus scale first, so guess switch to craft. But then I just find St. George, so you know, I'll reduce the heavy load of dragons on the temple. The leprechaun is stealing the alchemist gauntlet. It's, again, you know, at this point it's pretty much, you know, it's just gonna end whenever the Doomsayer finally feels like actually going into the inner region. But right now he's on the other side of the board from where he needs to be able to even start doing that. Oh, and I'm immediately being attacked by the werewolf. Now I'm gonna reroll. Oh hey! I gained it to get my fate back. I was rerolling. Again, you know, it's got a pretty good chances of being the Ice Queen. You just gotta get there. If he's got, well, if he gets especially bad rolls here, then, oh, yeah, that was completely inconsequential to him. Oh, Reaper's also going over to him. And now he's missing a turn. Just means that the game is going to go on for even longer. Or at this point, plus for strength, counter scale, auto kill. He's only had a 9 total. Yeah, I'll leave the board there. I don't really need to, you know, to carry any gear because I don't have any gear so far. Never for anybody to carry. I mean, the Alchemist is actually getting pretty close to being able to fight the... If he does that at night, he might stand a chance against a Sentinel. Ooh, looks like he's gonna want to reroll that. Or he lives to see another day. Just has to do a dice battle. Again, if you can just get to where he needs to be, then we can finish this up at some point. I'm getting ganged up on by both the werewolf and the Reaper certainly isn't helping him. And getting two dragon rages at the same time isn't helpful to me. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go for the Olympus scale. I just lost one of the ones I had. I'm within 2 points into this dragon. Right, we need to get a 6. Or 5, that will also do. Because that gets it to be a standoff at least. Sadly, I'm no longer the bounty hunter, so standoffs don't just automatically count as a win for me. Oh, yes. Oh, I think somebody, yeah, everybody's having to suffer Cadorus' Dragon Rage. Somebody drew the Dragon Rage event. And it was drawn with Cadorus in power, so everybody had to suffer. Okay, somebody's actually made their way into the middle region. It's not the Doomsayer, interestingly enough, but it's someone. Wow, the cultist basically got flung by one dragon into another dragon. Using not one but two lives as a result. Now I'm getting a visit from the werewolf. Send them off after somebody else. Sure, the dark cultist can have them. But hey, it helped her out actually. She got to heal all her lives. Just gonna head on over here. Plus 4 strength. Ooh, martial artist. Martial artist will remain here for the rest of the game. You discard any number of dragon scales. Gain 1 strength for craft for each dragon scale you discard. Ooh. That is real good when you're saying 5. You're saying on 6 dragon scales. Just gonna pump up. Let's see. Oh, I missed one. And it looks like. Yeah, I missed one of my birthright scales, but hey. But now I've got 9 in strength. You know, turned what's effectively always a strength bonus and a bonus to your strength in battle into one that's always active. Since dragon scales only affect battle all against dragons from the corresponding deck. But you know, just raw strength applies to everything. Well, there goes multiple cards from the adventure deck. As you can see, Ifrit Horde gives you any items from the top 5, but burns the rest. Some Horde, if all it's got is a water bottle, basically. Because literally all the Nomad got out of that was a water bottle. Hey, now that I've got all this strength, maybe I actually stand a chance at winning. Granted, 4 of that strength is from my abilities as an elementalist. So like, if I for instance switch to craft mode, then I lose that +4. Oh, now there's 1 dragon on every space. He's just about. Or at least 1 dragon card. But hey, you know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, because Kadoris is currently... And I can't even leave. I was just gonna... head on out to the middle region, but no. Because Kadoris is a dragon king. And you can't fight the Guardian. Because you can't, because the bridge is basically just sort of closed. Yeah, that thing is very dead. Yeah, I'll ditch this porter to not lose one life. I hardly even remember hiring him. Because I did. Yeah, I must have hired him then without thinking about it. Should probably actually think about going to the city because the city has way more elementals than you know, most other decks. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily quantity, I think it's more just sort of concentration. Like, I mean, that's why they included the elementalist in the expansion. It's because, or it might have been the other way around, but either way, the reason the elementalist is in the expansion is because there's a lot of elementals. So they wanted to include something to play around with that. All the characters included in the expansion play off of the themes and mechanics of the expansion. Because, that's how good design works. To make things synergize. In interesting ways. Well, at least Doomsayer is able to just fight his way through most of these enemies. And now just sort of everywhere. Head on over here. Now birthright scale. I don't have any armor or weapons. But first I have to fight with craft. Now it begins this random Cadora's acolyte. Gonna reroll that. Just barely won that. Well, good thing I've got all those bonuses to my strength. Because definitely needing them in this fight. Because I think you can only change it. I think you can only change your thing once per turn. Yep, and at the start of your game and once during your turn, you may choose to add 4 to your strength or craft. Let's see. Okay, I've got 14 in the strength trophies, so I can turn them in for another 2 strength. So I can now get up to an 11 when I switch it from strength. When I switch from craft to strength, I have effectively an 11 strength. And even effectively, just like as long as I'm set to strength, I have an 11 strength. So maybe I actually have a chance. Do you mean if I could get some healing, then that would, that'd be real good. Ooh. The alchemist just made his way to the martial artist and is taking advantage of this opportunity to get swole. Which I mean, to the point where there's not a whole lot of options for somebody that just has a lot of craft to actually win the game. Because I mean, the Dragon Spire got obliterated. And that was kind of the best option the Alchemist had for getting into the inner region. I mean, now he's got 14 strength, so the Doomsayer is getting a visit from the Reaper. It's sending him over to the Dark Cultist instead. Then misses a turn. And Doomsayer just temporal vortex. So now he gets to take 2 successive turns. Makes up for the fact that first turn there was a 1 for the movement. He's still got plenty of scales. She doesn't really need them a whole lot at this point. Because I mean he's got 17 strength. He doesn't really need Vorthrax scales anymore. So I'll re-roll the die and get the exact same number. So I guess I am going to the city gate. What kind of scale is there? Vorthrax. Sure, I'll +4 my strength and find a Dragon Talon. Each Dragon skill that matches your opponent adds 2 to your attack score and set that of 1 during any battle in psychic combat. I don't believe the Alchemist had one of these, so I'm still not sure where he's getting that massive bonus that's from. Do you really think that would be a good idea? You've only got 1 point to your craft. Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm +4ing it, my strength is getting pretty close to at least the Alchemist value. The Alchemist just entered the middle region and can probably hit through the portal of power her next turn. So maybe he'll win after all. He just had to get jacked. I had to do it. You know, couldn't just use the Dragon's Fire to get in. Then because the Dragon's Fire got obliterated. Meanwhile, the Doomsayer was just sort of wandering around the city killing rats for some reason. Sure, I'll become a lycanthrope. That just means once night falls, I'll be even more powerful. Yeah, I think I'll fight this dragon. Or not, because I have to encounter the grow up a scale instead. But hey! Well, even without my +4, I'm still got this Frostdrake well outmatched. And I got a Wand of Terror out of it too. And another point of strength. I've almost got to... What is it? I'm getting close to being the alchemist in terms of strength. Why did you go way over there? You were on your way to the portal of power. Why would you go all the way over there? There to the highlands. Like, does the AI just not want to win? Does the AI want to just continue playing? Because that's twice of the... One of the AI controls our front runners has decided to wander off somewhere. I think probably head into the middle region myself. Well, pretty soon, because I mean, I've got more than enough strength to have a good chance of beating the Sentinel. Right. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that damage. Right, plus for the strength, counter scale, Dragon Hatchery. The hatchery will remain here for the rest of the game. Take the top 3 cards from the Dragon King deck without looking at them or changing their order and place them on top of the adventure deck. If Orthax is a Dragon King, take 6 cards from his deck and set at only 3 cards. So now there's 3 Gorlepus cards on top of the regular adventure deck. Probably gonna stream for maybe a half hour longer just to see if it, like 15 minutes, a half hour longer, just to see if, you know, any of the AIs, any of these 2 AIs with very good chance of winning actually make the needed moves to start doing that. Which I mean, if one actually enters the inner region at some point, then things will progress fairly quickly from there. Again, both of them have wandered off to various as expansion boards. Rather than, you know, actually making the moves that I know they're fully capable of. Like, unless I missed something about the ice queen ending or something. Nope. It's not like that they're gonna lose a lot of their bonuses or something when fighting the ice queen specifically. So I don't know what's up with them. And why they're not doing the thing. But hey, if they won't, then I will. Because I mean, I've got good strength. Just need to actually get into where I need to be. Preferably without losing any life along the way, since I'm already at 2. Well, for Leprechaun, I'm just gonna get annihilated. Doesn't even matter. It does not matter if I'm forced to roll a 1. You have a 4. So roll on the werewolf charge, which means he fights another combat. But this time it's one he might actually win. Just barely loses. Yeah, gonna remove the. I'm gonna like keep going with the stream purely because I feel like you're very close to finishing this out. It's just a matter of the AI getting out. It's just a matter of one of the AI players getting off their ass and isn't actually winning. Rather than wandering around the city or teleporting over to the Highlands for whatever reason. Ooh, the Great Portal is here. Found by the Leprechaun. What? Hold on, what? What just happened there? Where exactly? Great Portal. Oh, you add one for each dragon scale you have. And one for your craft. And you may add your strength, craft, and one to the score for each dragon scale you have. So yeah, Leprechaun just managed to swoop right over to the craft command, but is now just gonna get his ass handed to him because he's only got 4 strength. But hey, at least Great Portal is here now. Somebody found it. Which means that if I can roll, I think like a 1 on my next turn, I can just use that. And head right in and fight the Ice Queen. Do you think the leprechauns? I think the leprechaun like lost his next turn or two because he got frozen by the Ice Queen. So hey, that's gonna move things along a little faster. The grumpy wizard. Just immediately immobilized. Two Grillipus scales. I saw the one. Like it was almost a 1, but then it decided to become a 2. Oh well. And just beat another enemy and further increase my stats. And get another Grillipus scale on top of that. Granted, it would be better if it had been strength based, because then I might have been able. Like, basically, it would have been better if it had been Varthrax as opposed to Grillipus, because. Oh, and now the Alchemist has finally gotten off his ass and is making some big moves. Way to let everybody else do all the work. By waiting for the poor leprechaun to just sort of wander through the portal completely accidentally. He ended up fighting the Ice Queen. with 4, with a 6 total for his, or is it? Yep, that's a win for the alchemist. For some reason, he's decided to alternate between using strength and craft, and in fact, that worked out poorly for him because it ended up with a standoff. I believe that puts the Ice Queen at 1 then currently, so somebody could swoop in and steal his kill. If somebody can get to the Crown Command before his next turn. What if the Leprechaun just somehow miraculously did it? Which, I mean, that's not gonna happen because the Leprechaun would need at least a +1 to even be able to get a standoff with the Ice Queen. Come on. Yes! 6, which means I can teleport to any other space in this region on my next turn. Which means I can just swoosh right in and steal his kill, provided I don't die right now or miss my turn. Dang Reaper. So close. I mean, he could just mess up real bad. Because, I mean, the Ice Queen is alive because he managed to get a standoff instead of just winning outright. He did his last fight with her, so... It goes right to the alchemist's turn because both me and... Which, I mean, he's fighting with strength, but he had enough trophies. Dang Reaper. If it hadn't been Dang Reaper, could have swooped right in, potentially stolen his kill. Oh well, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Also, streaming Talisman, or at least preferably. Because, I mean, I could very well be... This isn't exactly the biggest game on Twitch. So who knows. Yeah, I'm literally the only person live with Talisman right now. So perhaps find, you know, I'll see if any of my followers are live. You know, some of them stream. Right, like none of my followers at stream are live either. Yep, nope. Right then, somebody that I'm following. Yeah, I pretty much don't have any clear options as to who to raid, so I'm just gonna let auto host handle it tonight. And again, thank you all for watching. Next stream will be Thursday with Age of Wonders.